Hello everyone, and welcome back to a brand new video. And today, as you can see by the title, we are here for ORL round 11, I'm going to say. That's my guess, because I genuinely don't know what round we're on. But anyway, we're here in Italy today. If you didn't see last race, it was at Britain Short, where we finished P3 after qualifying P6. We were stuck in the train, but we managed not to get any penalties, and we benefit from that and got into a podium position. So today, this track, Italy, might genuinely be the worst track on the calendar. The amount of corners that you have to cut perfectly to get a good time is stupid. You have turn 1, and then you have the second chicane, and a Ascari you need to cut a tiny bit, and yeah, it's just it's not good for your mental health. Let's just say that. But yeah, pace was still fairly decent anyway. My PB was a low 0.1 going into it, and I was able to do a 0.1 pretty much every session I did. So yeah, we're looking pretty strong. In this league, obviously, you have drivers like Jarno, Fabrizio Donoso, Nicholas Longue, all them fast guys. As I always say, the grid is just as competitive as PSGL, so it's going to be quite a challenge to get top 3. But I think we should be able to fight for the win as long as it all goes to plan. So yeah, jumping straight into our first run then. You can see the Benz does a 0.6 as his banker. We come across the line and we do a horrible banker, only P5. But the lap was terrible. I think it's just everyone getting over their nerves. Obviously you have to cut these corners quite a bit. And no one wants to risk it too much yet. So, as I say there. So yeah, first run is all horrible. But yeah, skipping on to our second run. And it was much better. As you can see, we're up by over 4 tenths and crossing the line. We do a 17.414, which is enough for P2 for now. But there's definitely still a few tenths in there. Going on to our final run. If you want to do the best lap time that you can, you really just have to send it. Over this first corner, you need to just send it, and then get the right exit out of turn 2. That's pretty much your sector 1 done. And then going into the second chicane, you really have to cut the first part to open up the second part, and then you have to jump over the second part of that curb, which can send the car. So you really have to just send it, but the car has to stick as well. So yeah, it's all about confidence. Yeah. You don't want to mess up, otherwise, as you'll see at the end of the session, half a tenth could be the difference between a few positions. So, yeah, going on to our third run, 3 of 4. As you can see, actually, right now, we're a bit down on time. That was actually because of Twitch chat making me do predictions. Yep, blame it all on Twitch chat. But anyway, yeah, we made a agreement, let's just say, with our engineer. If we're not up by over a tenth or around half a tenth, then we would box. Because we need that maximum track evolution for our next, well, our final run. But yeah, we wouldn't have had time if we crossed the line and had to go and do another in-lap. So we decided to come in, and we're going to go for it on the final run with maximum track evo. So, yeah. When we come back into the pits, we decided to fuel up for 2 runs, thinking that there was enough time for 2 runs. But should have completed it, I can't lie. Jack, what do you reckon? That was a mistake. We definitely did not have enough time for 2 runs. So we have 2 laps of fuel for 1 lap, which could, as I said with these gaps, could be the difference between a position or 2. So yeah, another mistake we made is actually not burning it off. So yeah, as you'll see now, we are starting the race with 2.6 laps of fuel. Now, this doesn't make a humongous difference. I'm not going to qualify P20 because of it. But, that could definitely be, like, a few hundredths, maybe. I don't actually know for sure how much, fuel, or what equates to what lap time that you lose or gain. But there definitely is a difference, between starting the lap with 1.3 laps, what we should have started on, and then us starting on 2.6. So, yeah, unfortunate, but yeah, as you see, we take the chicanes pretty nicely, actually, and coming into Lesmo 1, avoid touching that curb, but we touch a little bit, but we still get a decent exit, and now coming into Lesmo 2, clipping that curb, and we take that pretty nicely, and as you can see, we have purple sector 1, and I believe we are going to get purple sector 2 as well. Not sure if the game's accurate there, but yeah, we have a stab on the steering wheel into Ascari because we didn't want a corner cut. So that's cost us a little bit of time. And now what we have to focus on is Parabolica. As you can see, Daniel Haddad does a 17.2, and we're going to be on for around that same lap time as well, depending on how Parabolica goes. And as you can see, we gain a little bit of time and cut up to the line. We do a 17.2 and go to provisional pole. And as I say there, it won't be enough. We still have quite a good few drivers on laps. One of them being Alessio, Jarno, Caraton. Jarno goes P2 actually, so I thought... I'm calling the chat, ready? Caraton, I swear, Caraton is clutch. If anyone's going to beat us. So yeah, we think it's going to be Caraton's going to be the one to beat it. But we didn't realise that Alessio was still on the lap. And yeah, as you'll see any second now, Alessio's going to cross the line. And yeah, he goes pole. Alessio, God's sake. So yeah, it looks like P2 for now. But there's someone else who we forgot. And that is Nicholas Longe. He also pips us. As you can see, 200ths off of pole. And would that less fuel have got me pole position? It's hard to say. Maybe not 200ths. Not sure how much it would gain. But still, yeah, it could have been a difference between P2 and P3. Bit of a mistake from me, but it's fine. P3 is still a decent spot, especially at Monza, so... yeah, getting straight into it then. As the 5 lights come on for the Italian Grand Prix in ORL. The lights are out, and once again, we are going to get jumped off the start. To be fair, our start wasn't actually that bad. Jarno just had a good start. And yeah, we take it very easy into turn 1. Learning from our mistakes. Yeah, we won't talk about that race. I'll leave that for a different time. But yeah, we're down to P4. Nicholas and Jarno. Yeah, you'll understand what that means. So Jakey B is spun. Important to note for later on. Nicholas dives up the inside of Jarno, going into the left-hander.
It was Jakey B.
And we have snuck past Jarno. Nobody needs to know that I just snuck past Jarno like that. But as you can see, Alessio has a 5-second penalty. We've jumped Jarno. So we're in the effective lead right now. Safety car. A hard's worth it. Hard's the end worth it. As you can see there, I'm thinking about hards already. We didn't know if they can make it or not. Probably not. They're probably awful. So normally there's someone in Twitch chat who's done the strategy or knows how good hards are or how long they can go. So yeah, we're gonna let Alessio drive off a little bit, see what he does, see what Jarno does, and yeah. As you can see, asking chat for information. But yeah, it's most likely going to be based off what Alessio and Jarno does. And as you can see there, Alessio drives on, and we were going to stay out. But as you can see, I'll just let this play out. I didn't even realize. Wait, what? I didn't. I was looking at chat. As you can see there, we got a 5-second penalty. We decided to dive in last minute as Jarno comes in, and I thought I was going slow enough. I wasn't even thinking about the pit entry speed. I wasn't concentrating on the pit. Yeah, unfortunate, but yeah, our chance of the win are pretty much gone, but we're still gonna fight for it anyway on track. So yeah, we're going hard to the end. They have to do 27 laps, which I think is doable, but it's very tight. So you need to tire save, which I didn't know at the time, and that will also be crucial towards the end of the race. But Alessio stays out, and I believe there's someone else who stayed out as well. So yeah, battle of the alternate strategies. I think it was Caraton who stayed out. But yeah, unfortunate to get that penalty, but we're gonna fight for the win as if we didn't have that penalty. So yeah, skipping all the way to lap 20 then. I think a bit of an update is needed. So we've been sitting in the lead. Unfortunately, when we were behind the medium runners, we were pushing quite a bit. That was because I didn't realize that the hards can't go to the end easily. They do need management. Of course, Mr. Esports Champion Jarno Oppie behind me saved his tyres perfectly, and now his rear left tyre is, I believe, 5% or 6% lower than mine. So yeah, that is really not ideal, for us anyway. So now, for these past 10 or more laps, I've just been driving like a snail. As you can see, we've increased our front brake bias to help out the rears. And as you can see, going into the Parabolica, we are really taking it easy. We're trying to save them rears as much as possible, otherwise we are going to get a puncture. As you can see, everyone has a penalty apart from Jarno. So yeah, although we can't win on track, we're still going to fight for it. We've put ourselves in a pretty bad position though, because Jarno at the end of the race isn't even going to be in puncture territory, I'm pretty sure. As you can see, out of turn 2, short shift into 4th, which you don't really want to do. And we're on 64% with 6 laps to go. And we're getting around 3% a lap, so yeah, it's going to be tight. We're going to finish somewhere in the 80% region. And, well, we all know that from PSGL, Hungary, you can puncture at any point past 70%, really, or 75%, so yeah, we're risking it. Unfortunate that we didn't save tyres earlier. We would have been in a much better spot to actually fight. But yeah, we're saving them now, and hopefully it's enough to not get a puncture at the end. So, skipping all the way to the final lap then. We've just been managing our tyres. Jarno has stayed behind us, but here we go then. Jarno's going to go for the move. We're using all the ERS we have available to defend, but as you can see, the slipstream in DRS is too powerful. We try and cover the inside, but yeah, Jarno's going to brake much later than us. If you can see our brake bias, we have increased this so much that we're so prone to a lockup, but we just needed to save the rear tyres. And unfortunately, we're not going to be able to take the win on track. I quickly flick through my tyre weigh screen, and you can see it is very high. So we're lucky at this point not to get a puncture. Our teammate Tomek got a puncture on 76%. So that just shows that it really is just too random.
Oh, my tire's not gone. This is an RNG miracle.
As I say, there is an RNG miracle. We have the luck of gods right now not to be getting a puncture in the 80% region. But yeah, as you can see, Jarno at this point, I'm pretty sure is on 77% or something like that. So he's not even going to get into the 80% range. So that just shows his tire management was way too good. We made a mistake by not saving our tires earlier, and now he's benefiting from that. As you can see, our tires there above 80%. And yeah, because of the penalty, unfortunately, we are going to finish well far down the order. Not on P2, that's for sure. But yeah.
We made it 84%.
84%. We didn't get a puncture.
GG's. Where's Jakey? Where's Jake? Oh my god, I'm P8.
Yeah.
GG's.
GG to Jarno on the win. Karaton P2 and Jakey B, Xbox Extraordinaire, finishing P3. Yeah. Sorry about the short video. Content-wise, just not a lot happened. It was more of just a management sort of race. I was literally in the lead for the whole race, just managing the tyres, and Jarno was doing the same. So there was really no action, to be honest. But I thought I'd just upload these anyway. Next week, I don't know what track it is, I'll be completely honest. But yeah, I stream every race live, and my PSGL races, Thursday and Sunday. I stream pretty much every day. So yeah, I'll leave my Twitch link in the description. If you want to see me race or practice, whatever. Yeah. I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.